What's going on, YouTube? So I got asked the baseball today and tomorrow questions I got asked, and so this back to back. The first one was Tom Glavine versus Tommy John. Who do I think was the better pitcher, had the better career? Well, Tommy John played 26 years. Nolan Ryan broke the record. Of course, Tommy John attributed to that surgery, but he pitched for a long time. Different era. It's kind of hard to compare. I mean, he was 288 and 231. Um, and four-time All-Star appearances and what have you. But it's kind of unfair to compare because the era he came in, which was more pitcher friendly, when things changed. But again, because of his arms and everything that happened with this situation, we didn't get the totality. He also, sadly for him, was a victim of timing. He happened to be pitching for the Dodgers the 2 years that they lost in the World Series to the Yankees, and then he went over to the Yankees as a free agent. And then when they put the Dodgers in the '81 World Series, he happened to be on the losing end. So he went to 3 World Series, but didn't win. And I think that can jar you too. But um, long career. More what I would say, because of the Tommy John surgery, when you hear the name, because it was a tribute to the Rotator Cup, etc., etc., he won a lot of games. He lost a lot, he won a lot, and he's a borderline Hall of Famer. Do I think he should get in? Yeah, I do. I mean, when you got 288 wins, I mean, 300 used to be magical, but let's be realistic. If you win 250 or more and you had success, that should account for something. I just think that that's a bit much. That's kind of absurd that they put him with 35%. I mean, the guy's either Hall of Famer or he's not. Now, he falls into the what I call really good, very good pile. But in this day and time, with how they're trying to not present certain players into the Hall of Fame, he should definitely be in. When they started electing certain players in the Hall of Fame, he should definitely be in. If this is your criteria. So it all depends on what your criteria is and what your standards are. Now, we get to Tom Glavine. This is a one-sided affair because 305 wins, 203 losses, 10-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young winner, World Series MVP, 95. I remember Tom Glavine very well. And the only reason why Glavine doesn't get more acknowledgement is a few. He played alongside Greg Maddux, who was like a lawyer who happened to be a pitcher, because Maddux was so unorthodox, the orthodox or so manner, like you could almost say like he was I don't say he looked like a lawyer, but he was like a doctor practicing, practicing surgery. He had a distinctive way he would just put it down. But also because Atlanta won championship, and that has worked against the dominance of how great that pitching staff was. But the guy has 300 winners on the same team, and he was great. And Glavine had a bat too; he could hit too. So he won awards for Silver Sluggers. He was a dominant pitcher. You have to take all that in consideration and all that. So that's how I come down with that. It's not really close because Glavine was a more dominant pitcher. But I think that because Tommy John pitched as long as he did, and he did have postseason success, and he was on part of teams that did well, that's all consideration. But when I look at the totalities, both of them being left-handers, it's got to be Glavine. It's got to be Glavine. But again, it takes nothing away from what Tommy John did. That's a good, interesting question because when I like baseball related questions, and sometimes when you get asked about certain people, people tend to kind of like, how they remember what they so anyway. But let me know your thoughts and your takes. Tom Glavine versus Tommy John, who had the better baseball pitching career, these two lefties. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free and true. I'm out one time. Peace.